I'm joined by Andrea Chambers, the Chief Executive of Manx Cancer Help. And, well, we've all come to know you and what you do, but we'll start this interview by a big announcement, really. You've got a real review into where you're going, how you're doing it, and the future.
The Manx Cancer Help is 35 years old this year, which is a huge achievement for a charity that was set up by Eve Berridge and her sister Jennifer. They had lost their parents to cancer, and they knew how difficult it was to cope with the physical implications of having cancer, but also the mental implications. Now, hospice was developing at that time, and they decided that they needed to be looking after people's mental health. Yeah. And that's what Manx Cancer Help has been doing for 35 years, taking care of the mental health of people whose lives are affected by cancer. So when people get the announcement, you step in, that's where you have this one-to-one relationship with people. Yeah, it's life-changing stuff, that, isn't it? Sure. You're going along your life with all your plans and hopes and dreams, and suddenly you know it's going to change in whatever way, whether you're going to be treated and get better or whether sadly you're not going to survive it. Your life is never going to be the same again, and sometimes people need support with that, and that's what we do, and we do it very well. We're very proud of that. You do it quietly as well, which is part of it. I suppose you need to actually give awareness to what you do sometimes to raise funds, because you're totally supported by yourselves, aren't you? I mean, totally self-funded, which is very challenging in this day and age where there are an awful lot of very good charities doing brilliant work. Mental health is not always the most sexy thing to be supporting, and we do work quietly, where it's kind of important to us that we're a discreet service, but we do need to raise our profile as well, so it's a bit of a difficult one sometimes. So you've had a look, as I said, about the whole way you're going. What have you come up with? Any changes, or are you happy as you go, or what? Well, we have a great board of directors, and we all sat down about a year ago because we knew this landmark year was coming up, and thought, you know, what do we do? We are asking the public of the Isle of Man to fund our services, employing clinical psychologists. All the staff that we employ are accredited, registered, highly trained people, so that the money we spend is on their salaries. So you know, we don't want money for minibuses and things like that some other people need. We need to fund the salaries of our staff, and that's very difficult sometimes. So we looked at whether, just to make sure really that we were relevant, that the service isn't duplicated elsewhere, because that's a misuse of public funds, and we're very aware of the trust that the Isle of Man people put into us, really, to make the best use of the funds they're donating. So we thought, well, we have a really great reputation for taking care of people's mental health, and let's extend that. Mental health problems don't change according to the illness you've got. Oh, so going to widen your brief, are you? So we're going to widen our brief. We've already started to do it in a small way. We're looking after some people who are suffering with chronic pain, and that's a real life changer as well, living your life with constant pain. So they come to us. We are funded by other charities, so the Parkinson's charity, and Without Wings, the autoimmune arthritis charity. They pay us for half a day or a day of a therapist's time, and then they refer people suffering from those particular illnesses to us, and they come to see our therapists, and that's working really well. That's something that we hope to build on in the future. This third sector business, we keep hearing about it, but it's vital by the sounds of it. The third sector is huge, and the third sector is also extremely professional and wanting to be more so. So that I think we need to be recognised for the great work that we're doing, and sometimes and it can be a bit overlooked. We work really well with government, and we're working hard to do that even more, and we're looking at having some possible contracts with them in the future. But also remaining as a fully independent charity means that we can change direction according to the need of the people that use us, and we're really thrilled to be able to do that and move forward in various different ways. We've also just introduced some training, a training arm of what we do, and this is under the name the Lisa Lowe Centre, which is becoming a trading name of Manx Cancer Help. Okay. The charity will always be Manx Cancer Help, but that is a bit daunting for some people to come to what they perceive as a cancer charity. So we're now much more widely known as the Lisa Lowe Centre. So rebranding going on. Rebranding going on, and that will be a subtle rebranding over the next 6 months or so. There may even be a complete charity name change in the future, but Manx Cancer Help will always be there and will always be our primary focus, that our cancer patients who refer themselves to us or are referred to us will be seen as soon as possible, usually within 2 weeks, by one of our therapists for as long as they need to be seen.
Well, we start by saying you need money, and I know you've got a bit of a Bee Gees special night coming up, so should we finish with that?
We can.
Are you singing, by the way?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Well, we wouldn't inflict that on people.
What's the event about?
The event is an idea that we had to celebrate being a Manx charity. The Bee Gees obviously have a great Manx connection, and we thought, why not ask people to do their own interpretation of a song that was either written or performed by the Bee Gees, and there are many of those.
It is amazing how many, yes.
Brilliant. So we've invited some really well-known local acts to perform, and we've been delighted at the number of people that have taken up the invitation and are coming along to perform 1 or 2 songs, and have rehearsed them and given their time free of charge.
Where and when?
Next Thursday, the 19th of July, Villa Marina.
Oh, Thursday Night Fever, you call it?
Thursday Night Fever. It's being produced by David Dawson, and Jess Mackey is helping him, so they're brilliant. They've done a fantastic job.
Yes, good pedigree there.
Great. It's going to be presented by James Davis and Lorcan O'Mahony, and Lorcan is also singing. And it's going to be brilliant. So it's on at the Villa Marina. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Show starts at 7:30. Tickets are £15 per an adult, £13.50 concessions. There are a couple of tables left, which are £200 for a table of 10.
But Filigaity would be the usual way to get hold of these, or through yourself, or what?
Tables through us,
yes,
on 679544, and the otherwise, books through the Filigaity box office.
Well, I wish you well, and do keep in touch, and let you know your developments. And if people are reaching out, is it as simple as picking up the phone call, picking up the phone to make the call? Is it?
That's people email, they Facebook message in this day and age.
Yes,
you have to be accessible, however, but most people just make a phone call, and we know that's difficult to do, but we're very friendly.